Hello, my friends. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong. Yeah, this is the one that doesn't. There's one that doesn't close. Anyway, hi. We are going to kit up my December quote unquote large project. It's actually not very large. It's this one, Nordic Christmas Village. And this is by Ray here. Here, let's turn. Here we go. By Ray here. Dreamer Design. So, yeah, let's take a quick look. I have unboxed this on my channel, but I need to get the drills anyway, and this obviously is going to need to sit out. So, Nordic Christmas Village, so cutesy poosy. Ray here. This is a 15.7 by 15.7. We have 31 colors. And now let's see, how did this work? Right. So everything that you see on this canvas that is white is an AB, except the moon, which is glow in the dark. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? Let me roll it back. I think that is just going to be gorgeous. However, I'm sorry, yikes, Becky, as far as the ABs go, right? Because, I mean, look at, but it's just so cute. I just think this is just perfect. So, yes. Okay, and I'm going to be using my large Tic Tac container today. Obviously, you could kit up from the baggies if you were wanting to do that. Or however you kit up, you know? So, okay, I can already tell I'm gonna have some extras. That's okay. It's all right. Here, let's do this. So, these. Okay, so if I have any extra that are left in the bags, I will go ahead and put the bags in here. Do that. So I'm just gonna start numbering these. There are 32. Okay, just want to make sure there's 32 in here, and there's 31. You can't even see what I'm doing. There's 31 of these. So let's see, I'm gonna put them back here. And it doesn't matter how I label them right now, because of course I'm gonna go back and switch them around. Yeah, so I hope you guys are doing well. Had some really bad news today. Very sad news today. From our daughter. She has had a cat, Sheba, for 12 years. And, let's see, in September, I think it was in September. No, yeah, in September. You know, her cat's name is Sheba, and Sheba was kind of not acting herself. And so they went in and had a scan done, and they said, yeah, her spleen is enlarged. And we're going to keep an eye on it. And they had determined that it was cancer. And so I don't know the details right now, you guys. I'll know more later. Anyway, today she messaged me and said, hey, Sheba is having, like last night, my daughter was up all night last night worrying about Sheba because she was kind of having, like she would go in and out of labored breathing and then being fine and wanting to eat because she's on, the vet did give medication to her to make her more comfortable. And so, oh, right, sorry. So, right, okay, they found the cancer in around September, and you guys, they had a scan about a week ago, and it had spread everywhere in her body. It was like, even the vet was really, really kind of surprised by how quickly it had spread. I mean, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. So they had given her medications, to, you know, because basically they were like, there's really nothing we can do except for make her more comfortable. And so last night, my daughter was up, you know, all night watching her, and she would go in and out of labored breathing and then back to, oh, you know, everything's fine and I'm eating. And my daughter has been around animals her whole life, so she knows, you know, she knows. She knows how to take care of animals, and she does a really good job of it. Okay. So these don't have the DMCs, so it's just, okay. So I got a tray to make it a little bit. Oh, one of the magnets just came off of my Bijou Bliss tray. No, that's not what happened. Okay, well, I heard something, I don't know. Oh, anyway, so she messaged me and she said, Mom, we're at the vet. We have to put her to sleep. So of course I called her. I mean, I didn't know exactly what was going on as far as like where we were, or where she was in the process of this, you know, like, are you in the room with the vet? Are you, you know, I don't know. So I called her. I mean, I don't care. I'm going to call my daughter. And I called her and she said, yeah, we're in the room. And she said, we've, you know, talked about it and we're going to put her to sleep. It's just, she said, it's just the right decision. And she's, you know, she's suffering. And the only time she's not suffering is when she's on this medication, which, you know, the medication isn't long lasting. So it's like, my daughter can't like, oh, bye, I'm going to work and just leave her cat there all day and to suffer. And I, you know, I reassured her as much as I possibly could. And I mean, what do you say? It's so hard, you know, to lose a family member, because that's what they are. They're family members, really. And I said, do you want me to stay on the phone with you? And she said, no. And, you know, so I feel very, very bad for her. I've been thinking about it ever since she called. She did text me. I said, well, do you want me to call you later, or would you rather that I not, and just wait for you to message me? Because everybody deals with grief differently, and sometimes you just want to be left alone. Sometimes you want people near you. You know, it's just, everybody's so different. And she said, no, I'll let you know. And I was like, okay. And so she texted me, and it just said she's gone. And I'm just sick right now for her. And Sheba was the best mouser ever. She would get those rats and the mice when she was here on the farm, if you will, and she would get those guys, and she was always so proud of herself. And you know, every once in a while she'd kill a few things that we were like, no, don't kill that. But yeah, so she was an outside cat. And she was the only cat that we had ever had who had survived living outside out here. It's a long story. It's a really, really long story. So we've had cats and they've been outside and disappeared. And we learned our lesson and we're like, no. So she was outside, but we had another cat at the time. And when that cat finally disappeared, we were like, you know what? No. So Sheba had to learn how to be an inside cat. And if you've ever had a cat who is used to living outside and you try to make it an indoor cat, you'll know what I'm talking about. She was like, what? I don't think so. But it ended up working out fine. And yeah, and then of course when my daughter moved, she took Sheba with her, of course. Oh, sorry. So we have, let's see, this is, AB, 08. So this is probably 3865. I would have to look at the chart. And then this is, nothing. I don't know why I'm showing it to you. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the other one. Did I? No, I haven't. Okay. Yeah, so here are our glow in the darks. This is for the moon. So yeah. And their symbol for that is YG. Dreamer Designs. Indicator for that is, they're so pretty. Oh, aren't they pretty? Yeah, so she became an indoor cat. So we had a cat introduced into the house with pit bulls. And so yeah, Sheba pretty much stayed in my daughter's room. She had to. But it was just, and here is our crystal. Where does the crystal go? Let's see. Oh, in the trees. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, she took her, when she moved out. And of course, she's been an apartment kitty ever since. She acclimated very well to being inside, actually. Even I was surprised because I was like, well, I mean, we've had outdoor cats that, you know, we quote unquote turned into indoor cats and they didn't do too well. I mean, it took a long time for them to be like, hey, what can I, you know, they'd always try to dart out the door. And, but Sheba was not doing that. And yeah. It's really sad. So I know any of you out there who have ever lost a pet or had to put a pet down, you guys know that they literally are our family, and they're always there when no one else is, you know. Okay, well, there we go. They're always there when no one else is. You know, they're reliable. It's just they give out nothing but love. And I'm just sad. I'm just sad for her. I wish I could take away the hurt, you know. No amount of flowers and teddy bears or hugs are going to, I mean, will it make it a little bit better? Yeah, but you know what I mean. That's really, really hard. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Not good news. My stress meter for, let's see, since September has been maxed out, and I have been treading water, barely keeping my head above water mentally. And it's pretty scary. I'm actually scared. I'm scared for myself. And that's not good. But you know, I mean, my husband's here, and you know, he knows what's going on with me, and I just I don't know. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up in December, the end of the month. And it's with the new doctor, because remember I told you guys our old doctor is retiring, so it'll be interesting to see what this doctor has to say. I'm scared because, you know, I obviously can't tell the truth to this doctor until I know for sure that this doctor is worthy of being trusted, because yeah. But yeah, it's just been really hard. It's not the time of year, I don't think. Originally I was like, oh, it's the time of year. No, it's my illness. My illness is, it's doing what it always does. It's doing what it always does. And that equates to me not being able to function properly. It's just, I don't know. It'll be okay. So, I was going to do the Christmas premiere thing with all the YouTubers, all the creators, and I said, I can't. I can't. I've got too much going on. And so I decided not to do it. That was something I could take off of my plate, you know, which was great. I love doing YouTube. I love diamond painting. I love doing everything I'm doing. It's just, sometimes things are hard, you know? So it is what it is. Some people are dealt different hands in life, and sometimes life is not fair. It's just the way it is. And it sucks, but it's true. Sometimes life is just not fair, but we do the best we can, and continue to try to become a better version. At least I try to become a better version of myself every day. Can I achieve that? No, not every day, but I try really hard. I think everybody to some degree does that, right? We're always trying to improve on things, relationships, just yourself. You know, I don't know. So yeah, I will be starting this December 1st. I think you're going to see this December 1st. So, because I don't want to start it until the beginning. You guys do not let me forget to rearrange these. I have a habit of doing that. I have a habit of kidding up and then being like, okay, bye. And it's like, wait, what? What happened? What happened? So, are you guys Christmas shopping? Do you do, like, a lot of people, they'll wait until Christmas Eve and they'll do all of their Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. I'm like, oh my word. See, I can't do that because I would be too afraid. Like, what if I didn't find something? Or what if I don't know. Like, I'm just, I can't think like that. So it's like, I need like plenty of time. I need to plan ahead for stuff like that. So. These are sticking to the sticker. When they put stickers on the bags, the adhesive, you know, makes it through. And so you get a little bit of stickiness there. I'm sure most of you know that. Okay, so that's weird. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm glad this didn't break. I don't know what fell. Okay, so let's take a look at, wow. Wait till I flip this over so we can look at the colors. So we do have numbers, okay. Letters. So I'm gonna do numbers, letters, lots of letters, that's good. Oh, lowercase h. Okay, this, I count this as a Y. Where are we? I count that as a Y. Why? I don't know. And that as an H. Okay, just because that's the way I see it. I should just throw this away, but it makes everything more compact. Okay, so these two things are squares. Look at this symbol. That's the symbol. So squares, do we have dots? No. Arrows, yes. So arrows, we have 3 arrows. A dot, a line. Man, none of these make any sense. Okay, well, this could be a line. Okay, so let's start with numbers. So 1, 2, 3, if I'm correct. Do I have any drills? Yes, there's a drill right there. And no, that's not a drill. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. No, 4, 6, 7. And I have an A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J. Oh, H. There's 2 H's. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X. Okay. 2 Y's. All right. And let's see, what do we have the most of? Well, arrows would be next, I suppose. Then I have 1 dot, so we'll put it there. 2, what I would consider lines, I guess. 2 squares, and then these. So let's flip this over and see what this looks like. Now here's all I have for my extra. And what I'll probably do is just, well, you know, I'll keep my tray and all my stuff in here as well. So it's not just going to be that. This is going to go in my logbook, of course. And I also like using these little stickers. This is also a sticker if you want to cut that out. So let's flip it over. And look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at all of those beautiful colors. Okay, and I might label this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, you guys, thank you so much for helping me kit this up. My December quote unquote large painting. And yeah, I will talk with you soon. Loves.